Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Engineer Waqas Abdul Salam. I belong to Lahore. I am serving as Assistant Director Electrical in Government Center of Excellence for Training and Development, GSTC, Mughalpura, Lahore. I want to give a review presentation on a TEDx talk. Basically, this task has been assigned to me from Artificial Intelligence, Tabta Rehan Foundation's Teachers Training, Batch 5. So, by going to the review of this TEDx talks, I want to give my introduction here. I have joined TAPTA in November 2016 in Government Technical Training Center, District Jail, Gujarat, as a principal. When I joined, it was a newly established institution. I have made record enrollment in that institution. During my tenure as a principal, the admission of the institute was 100%. Result of the institute was also 100%. Discipline of the institute was remarkable. Cleanliness and maintenance standards were excellent. I have planted 4,000 plants within the premises of the institute. In addition to that, I was the master trainer of digitized monitoring and evaluation software introduced by TAPTA, which digitize the monitoring system of the technical institutes of TAPTA. I was the master trainer and I have implemented that system in 4 districts of Punjab. I served there for a period of about 7.5 years. After that, I transferred to Research and Development section, R&D section, Chapter Secretariat, Lahore. Here, my key responsibilities were primary and secondary research for the establishment of new institutions or the upgradation of the institutions. Similarly, to prepare feasibility report of the establishment of new institution or and upgradation of the new institution, gap analysis of DA courses, and TNA training need assessment. Here I have learned a lot of new things. I served here for a period of 6 months. After that, I transferred to Government Staff Training College, Mughalpura, Lahore, as an assistant director. Here, the scope of my duties changed a little bit. I became master trainer or lead trainer of the courses like electrical, electrician, solar PV system, and renewable energy resources. The first training which I conducted here was the skill upgradation training of electrician trade. It was very useful training because it was conducted in COE and industrial floor of PEL Private Limited. After that, 1 month overseas returnee training of GIZ was conducted, and I was a lead trainer. 30 students got enrollment in the training, and all those students obtained employment in the market. After that, second batch of GIZ training was conducted, and the same result repeated. In addition to that, in summers, industrial trainings are conducted in COE. These trainings are conducted at the on the industrial floor. The teachers from teaching institutes of TAPTA come here and we give them training on the industrial floor. The major industries in this regard are Bell Private Limited, Unique Solar Private Limited, Sky Power Private Limited, Creative Electronics Private Limited, Honda Private Limited. These industries collaborate with us for the industrial training of teaching staff of TEPT. In addition to that, I have assigned the task of international accreditation of my institute. I have prepared all the Myers documentations for the preparation of international accreditation. In addition to that, additional tasks from the authority have been given to me and I have completed the task timely. So it is the introduction of my career, job career. Now I want to give an introduction of my academic career. Basically, I am an electrical engineer. I have completed my electrical engineering degree in 2012 from Punjab University, Lahore. After that, I enrolled in MS Electrical Engineering program. I have completed my MS Electrical. After that, I enrolled in PhD Electrical Engineering program. Recently, I have joined Artificial Intelligence Chapter Teachers Training Program, which are conducted by the collaboration of TAPTA and Rehan Foundation. I have assigned a task to present a review presentation on a TEDx talk. So let's start. First of all, I want to introduce the TEDx talk. The title of the TEDx talk is The Power of Vulnerability. This TED talk is presented by Brené Brown. The speaker, Brené Brown, is a researcher and a storyteller. The length of the video is almost 18 to 19 minutes. The core theme of the TEDx talk is that vulnerability is not weakness, it is the source of connection, creativity, and courage. Brené Brown is a research professor who studied shame, vulnerability, and empathy for years. When she started as a researcher, she believed only measurable things exist, but her data showed something deeper: human connection. The talk is deeply personal. She calls herself a researcher, storyteller. She emphasized that risk and uncertainty is central to living a full, meaningful life. The key messages in this talk is that vulnerability is equal to courage, not weakness. She defines vulnerability as emotional exposure, uncertainty, and risk. It is the most accurate measurement of courage. Shame is universal and a major barrier to connection. Shame is the fear of disconnection. Is there something about me that if people really see it, I will not be worthy of love? People who feel unworthy often hide parts of themselves to avoid shame. We often Numb vulnerability, but that's harmful. To avoid feeling pain or uncertainty, many people numb themselves through consumption, distraction. Numbing emotional pain also numbs positive emotions, joy, gratitude, leading to a dull, disconnected life. Wholehearted living comes from embracing vulnerability. From her research, wholehearted people share traits, courage to be imperfect, compassion for themselves and others, and authentic connection. These people believe they are worthy of love and belonging, despite their imperfection. The stance of the talk is that empirical plus personal mix. Braun blends rigorous research with heartful stories, making her science relatable. Emotional resonance. The talk is deeply human. Many in the audience can identify with shame, fear, and longing for connection. Next is the practical insight. She gives a clear path. She accepted vulnerability leads to courage, empathy, creativity, and strong relationships. Accessible language. Her metaphor of numbing and her definition make complex psychological ideas easy to grasp. Critics and limitations. Idealism versus reality. While vulnerability is powerful, some may find it risky in unsportive environment, work or relationship, cultural context. The talk is largely based on Western ideas of individualism and emotional expression. Not everyone's social norms allow for open vulnerability. Next is actionability gap. Although she encourages embarrassing vulnerability, there is less guidance on how to practically open up in difficult or toxic relationships. Emphasis on shame. While important, some listeners might want more concrete tools for dealing with shame beyond acknowledgement and empathy. The major lessons of the talk are that vulnerability is essential. To build real connection and creativity, you must allow yourself to be exposed and uncertain. Shame, secondly, shame thrives in secrecy, judgment, and silence. Combat it with empathy and open conversation. The third, do not numb difficult emotions. Numbing pain also numbs joy. Facing vulnerability leads to a richer life. Wholehearted people, number four, wholehearted people embrace imperfection. Self compassion, courage, and authentic connections are core to a meaningful life. Now, the applications or implications are that number one, for personal growth, this talk can encourage self reflection on times when we hide or protect ourselves instead of being real. In leadership work, leaders who embrace vulnerability can build trust, innovation, and authentic culture. Number three, in relationships, encourages deeper communication, admitting failures, not acknowledging imperfections, and fostering empathy. Number four, in education or therapy, useful framework for teaching emotional intelligence, shame resilience, and courageous living. Next is the reflection questions. When was last time you allowed yourself to be truly vulnerable? What happened? Are there areas in your life where you numb tough feelings? How might that affect your joy? How can you practice wholehearted living, embracing perfection, imperfection, self-compassion, and connection in your daily life? Number four, who in your circle could benefit from this message? How could you share it meaningfully? So the whole conclusion of the TEDx talk is that Brené Brown's TEDx talk is a powerful reminder. We are wild for connection, but we block it when we fear being seen. Secondly, vulnerability is not a flaw. It is the birthplace of courage, innovation, and deep relationships. Number three, choosing to embrace vulnerability is hard, but it opens a door to more meaningful, wholehearted living. So, my point of view regarding this TEDx talk is that no doubt vulnerability is not a flaw. It is the birthplace of courage, innovation, and deep relationship. But choosing to embrace vulnerability is hard. But it opens the door to more meaningful and wholehearted living. So, vulnerability is a very important tool. By adopting this, we can make a very powerful connection in the community. So, I personally agree with the views of Brown in this regard. So, it is the whole review presentation. So, I say goodbye to you. Thank you.